What is going on, folks? We're back. New year, 2024, Comic Book Corner. We're back. How's it going, Prime?
Guten Tag, mein Dude, and Konnichiwa, mine bitches.
So, I figured, we start out hot because, I said it on our year in review show at the top that I just need things to be ditched in 2023. And one of them is besides just the dumbass dude bros that stay on the same dumbass talking points, and I'm like, bro, let it go. Um, I'm looking at actors that say the dumbest things, and granted, this is not a new phenomenon. Actors and writers and such say dumb things when they don't need to say dumb things. I think we talked at length of how the She-Hulk writer could have just not said anything about legal dramas and just said, "Hey, we wanted to make a wacky show," and you know what, we would have been fine with that. But don't all of a sudden at the same time sit there and say, "Well, legal drama," but it's like, yo, shut the fuck up, shut up.
I'm like, yeah, like I feel like social media has these people in this strange thing where they feel they have to overshare, and like me and you often say, "Hey, shut the fuck up is free."
If you just told me, "Hey, we want to make a wacky She-Hulk show," you know what? I respect that. Fine, cool.
Right, but don't be like, "Oh, we don't know how to do a legal drama." I'm like, your main character is a fucking lawyer, bro. Like, at least you could fake it till you make it, man. You can at least lie to us. Like, god damn, bro.
Zack Snyder faked it till you made it. All right, like
I'm saying, like, I guarantee you, the only comic book that motherfucker ever read was The Dark Knight Returns. I guarantee you. And if he read, he probably just skimmed that.
He looked at the pictures. All right, come on.
I mean, yeah.
Be real. I don't hate Zack Snyder. He's a great visual person, but Michael Bay is a
I'm
great
gonna
visual
say, yeah.
person too. So
I mean, you're not wrong, sir, on either account. You are very correct there. But the visuals looking fantastic. Is a lot of other things could use some improvement, as the kids in the street would say.
But one, Paul Schreiber, Master Chief in the Halo show. This guy here.
You mean John?
Yeah, John. He talked about how people complained about the Halo series. Why is Master Chief? Why doesn't he not have his mask on? Because we play the game, we don't see Master Chief without his mask on. He has it on all the time, dialogue, all that stuff. And in the show, 95% of the time, the motherfucker does not have his helmet on throughout the whole show.
Like, that's actually,
and I'm being generous on 95% because it's a little bit more
one of the reasons why I hadn't watched that shit.
Yeah, it's I don't hate it, but it's just like it exists to me. Like it's not, I'm not engaged with it like I want to. And I say this as somebody, like, I'm not the biggest Halo fan per se. Like, I play the games.
Yeah, I'm super casual. Like, I've only played a couple of the games, but like, I think the lore is like really fucking cool.
I mean, because if you even look back to the you remember the web series and Mike Coulter was in it and stuff. Like, I feel those were way better than what this TV show is doing.
Oh, easily.
So it's weird to
super casual fan.
So it's weird to me that he comes out and says, well, people don't want to see a show with a person with the mask on. They got to see the face. And I'm like, excuse me, there's a whole Star Wars franchise called The Mandalorian where, other than one episode where the character had a severe injury and he had to take his helmet off, majority of the show he has his helmet on and he shows emotion through actions.
And I also feel like we never
Power Rangers, same thing.
Face. I feel like we never need to see Din Djarin's face at all. Fuck that, and not just fucking Mandalorian. He said that you need to see a character's face to connect to the character. I'm sorry, fucking Darth Vader.
Bro. That one scene where he's looking at his son getting electroshocked to death. It showed you all the emotions right there.
Right, and or his fucking first scene when he bushed through that Star Cruiser and was like regulating names, like you could feel the presence, the anger, and I'm like, I'm so angry at these people who I think,
and he's a good actor, so he should know. And
that's the part that kills me. Like, you're not a bad actor, bro. Like, I can understand if it was some Johnny Come Fuckley from TikTok or Tumblr saying this shit,
yeah,
but you're an actual good actor, and I'm so upset with this shit about like. And I understand that actors want to get their face time. That's why they're constantly taking off their mask in superhero movies. And it annoys me, but I understand it. But I feel like this discussion about people saying you can't act without seeing the actor's face, Carl Urban put that shit to rest years ago. Like, that is no longer an argument, my guy.
Look, I've never been one to sit there and complain about a person having their mask on throughout a show or anything like that. So it's like, nah, just let them do their thing. Like, the fuck, like, come on.
And my thing is like, yeah, if you sign up to be a character, then like I'm sorry. I'm tired of us as fans being demonized for the crime of just wanting to see the character that we fucking know. Like, why is that so hard? Why is there so much pushback? Why are we so fucking toxic? Because I want to see this character.
I mean, hold up. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's look.
Like really, what? Like
The
somebody.
fans are the reason why we got the two Sonic movies the way they are. I'm just saying, like,
And look, dude, my thing about that shit is the shit he said about how like you have to see the character's face that relates to all that bullshit. If I was the voice actor for Master Chief, I would be fucking livid. I would like pull his
go
ass to
fuck
the side,
yourself.
like, first of all, motherfucker, you would not have the job right now without me. So first of all, put some motherfucking respect on my goddamn name. First of all.
Oh man. Mm-mm-mm.
Like, is it hubris, CJ? Like, I'm really trying to see your side of the argument, but it just sounds like some slap shit, dumb shit to me. Personally.
Yeah. I saw that. And I was like, and also, I mean, Halo getting the second season. I was like, I'm shocked, but hey,
Hey,
I hope the second season does better than the first season narratively because
hey. May the covenant be with you, because I won't be.
Hey, speaking of which, have you watched Monarch Legacy of Monsters?
I am on episode 3. I think it's fine. Like, I'm seeing a lot of diverse statements about the show, and I'm like wilding out about that shit.
Like that one meme that said you could have left this. Okay, I can understand that logic, right? Because basically, the whole Monarch Legacy of Monsters is more or less addressing a lot of the stuff that the movies didn't really address per se. Like they just glossed over and stuff. Like in Kong vs. Godzilla, that other world that they visited. This show kind of basically addresses where that came from, the origins of that, so to speak, right? And it's fine. I enjoy it enough. I mean, look, Apple got a lot of fuck you money, so who am I to sit there and tell them not to do something like this so I can see great ass special effects like Godzilla and some of these other monsters. So
yeah, isn't that wild? Like there is a weekly Godzilla show that's airing right now. Do you know what 8-year-old Prime would have done for a live action weekly airing Godzilla TV show, bro?
they're doing it kind of the correlation. Look, everything correlates back to Toku to me in my head. It feels like I'm watching a weekly Toku show in a way, if you think about it.
I mean, you literally are. Like,
Yeah, I'm watching
Godzilla's granddaddy Toku. So I mean,
so it's like I'm watching a weekly Toku show, and I'm like, Apple really has so much fuck you money that they're like, hey, that budget that you saw in Godzilla vs. Kong, we're gonna put in a TV show. You're gonna get some dope ass monsters, and I'm like, son of a bitch, Apple is selling all these iPhones. They can do this shit.
I mean, they got the cult status. Now, my thing is, I do have one issue where does the show need to have like the flashback segments? Like, is that adding anything to the show other than like some veiled quasi air of mystery? When I'm like, you could just probably tell the show linearly, or
I think it was just the aspect of that's something that a lot of shows do where it flashes back and forth and stuff. Because there's another
but
show.
like a lot of shows are really bad at it though. Like, I'm just being for real, man.
I'm trying to think the last show that they did that. What was the last show that I watched that did that? I'm really like Rolodexing in my head. I'm Rolodexing in my head. Like, what show did a lot of flash back and forth?
The first thing that popped in was House of the Dragon, but that was linear.
House of Dragon is linear.
And caught up. Yeah.
I know there's one that I watched, and I never.
I mean, see, look, it happens all the time, and now we're trying.
But we seeing the movies over the. I'll just say this: in the broad strokes, we see. Yeah, Arrow. Arrow did it okay for a while. To be fair, that's probably the closest you're going to get to something that was okay before. It's like, all right, guys, season 6. Why are we still doing flashbacks?
Like, why are we still on the island, bro? What are we doing here? What's going on?
They were coming up with shit in the Arrowverse for that island to do, and I'm like, see, I'm just making up shit, aren't we?
That episode when they flashback where he got off the island for a day, I was like, just end this goddamn show.
Like, this dude went back to his city.
Went back home, saw his family and friends. I'm like, bro, what? Why would you? First of all, why would you show us this? Like, even if you wanted to say that happened,
even if you said that the Russians had him at knife point and told him don't interact with anybody, I'm still like, why?
Why would you
Why?
show us like what the fuck, man?
Arrow
But
for
anyway,
better or worse, but look. I'm gonna say this too, folks. I told D, me, you, and him, we need to do kind of like an Arrowverse retrospective, just because that was an interesting experiment, wasn't it? Like just everything top to bottom, especially when it got to the end, and it just it combat rolled into the finish line to me.
you know what? You know what? When you light that fire of Gondor, I'll be there. I will be there.
For better or worse, it is not to say Arrowverse is perfect. It wasn't. It's just it had its highs, it had its lows, and it was a time to actually see it go down from beginning to end. I think this is the first time ever in my lifetime I've watched something from beginning to end, from its infancy to its ending point, and
And
it's
like
like, wow.
we're probably not gonna get nothing else like it. Um,
That's what
I
makes it
mean,
special, honestly.
you can argue like, well, what about the Star Trek universes? I'm like, yeah, or what about Buffy,
But
or
those are
what
still
about the Netflix?
continuing in some way,
But that
right?
thing is like all those shows weren't airing like concurrently. Like it was just like its own little self-contained universe of
Hmm.
all these moving parts at the same time. And it's like, oh, the Netflix shows, those shows were not airing at the same time, bro. Like they did not all drop at once. Like anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, that whole thing with flashbacks and Monarch, it's like I enjoyed it to a degree, but then it started kind of like getting a little long on the tooth, because it's like, well, we're already, because it got to a point in the story, and you'll probably see it when you see it. There's a point later on in the series where you don't really care for the flashbacks. Because they got you engaged on the current
Bro,
day
I'm
stuff so
I'm
much.
already there, bro. I'm like, I don't care about Grandma Badass. I'm sorry. She's badass. I love that actress and I love Homeboy.
I love the backstory on Monarch, and obviously the bureaucratic stuff. That's great, but you got me engaged on the future stuff with the deadbeat dad shit. Like I'm engaged on that. Like I want to see more of this.
I'm saying. So like,
Kurt Russell is great. Like, yo, give me. I want more of this. I think that is probably, you know what? Yeah, you're right. That, like, I didn't mind it, but it was kind of like, guys, we're like episode 6. Why are we going to flashbacks? You already got me. Like, come on, let's just do this. Come on.
Right.
So so speaking of which, Jonathan Majors is got his pink slips as soon as that trial was over. Which, you know what, I never want to make fun of somebody's unfortunate circumstances, but you know what, man, Jonathan Majors is a test study on how you just kneecapped yourself out of a bag, and all you had to do is just keep your hands to yourself, dog. It's not hard. Like,
I mean,
be a decent human being, and you could have been Kang. We were loving you, man. We
we
were
was
loving it.
we was Kings. Yeah, I mean,
we were rooting for you, and then that happened. It's like, wow, way to kneecap yourself on there, buddy.
come on, dog. Come on.
I heard Coleman Domingo is rumored to be the new one, and
I mean, if they get that dude is too good. How dare you?
he was a Candyman that ate up in that movie. I was like,
I mean, we talking about the
Color
dude from Fear
Purple.
Walking Dead, right?
Yeah.
That dude.
That
I
dude.
love that dude. That dude is amazing,
That dude
man.
is acting.
Fucking fantastic actor. He actually should have been. Actually, to be honest with you, he probably should have been Kane to begin with from fucking Jump Street. Maybe then I would have given a shit.
Well, maybe he might get you involved. Maybe.
Yeah, right.
Look,
You know,
I am glad that the powers that be on Marvel are figuring out that maybe they need to slow it up a bit.
how long did it take them? Like, fuck, how long?
It took all of Phase 4 for them to figure it out. So that's what, 3 years?
Man.
3 years to be like, hey, maybe we shouldn't have got too bullish on streaming. And I'm like, I think everybody told you that. Which, good segue. Brian, can we talk about how you and me and a lot of others sat there and said "told you so" when it came to physical media and how streaming isn't guaranteed? I feel like we should be having these "I told you so" at the bottom of this screen here.
I've been doing this shit. How long?
Is that no more for Metacast? We were talking to more for Metacast. We talking about it on here. Like, hey, physical media is important because this streaming thing ain't guaranteed.
Since 2016, with shit getting snatched off left, right, and center. Like, has there been something new that I didn't know about? Are we going to talk about how Best Buy is pulling all their physical shit from the stores, and I'm like, then what reason do I have to go into Best Buy now?
Best Buy
Because
is
I'm
ditching it.
not gonna be casually buying a fucking dishwasher like that, bro. So like, what the fuck?
Now I gotta go to Target and Walmart for my Blu-ray needs. That's great.
And what's fucking crazy to me is like, oh well, no one buys physical media anymore. It's going to be on streaming forever. When that's clearly not the fucking case. Like shit is literally being erased.
Folks.
And like I fucking hate so many bad faith arguments that I see from people where they're like, oh well, physical media is gonna the disc, they'll rot and deteriorate eventually. Hey, you know what else will rot and deteriorate? The meat off your fucking bones. Like what what argument is that? Or did you see this white woman? Because of course it was a white woman. Who was like,
it starts at white women. It's a full circle,
bro, who was on Twitter going like, I can't believe you people are being like what you say, like elitists about buying physical media. Most people don't have the space or the money for a library. First of all, motherfucker, no one is saying to have an entire house full of discs and DVDs.
Somebody brought it up too. You can go to a library and just rent.
You can get or get like $2. Like nobody's saying like you need to have like an entire Library of Congress archive in your house.
You can do it like me and some other people, and you got the space. Sure.
When we say buy physical media, we mean the shit that you like. You should own it because it's not going to be guaranteed to be on streaming forever, and you want to have as few as possible barriers between you and the product that you own. Fucking Sony is snatching off shit from PlayStation Video and other countries that people have bought. TV shows that they bought with their own fucking money, they no longer own. So
the video game industry is about to go to on-demand streaming, and that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing, guys. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I get that, hey, digital media, cool, but like
the convenience.
You see what streaming media is for movies and TVs are. Video games is going to be in the same boat.
Bro, it's so crazy. We have surrendered ownership for the illusion of convenience.
Ubisoft all because said, hey, get ready to be comfortable not owning your games. I'm like, go fuck yourself, Ubisoft.
Go fuck yourself. All right, so if me buying your game is not ownership, then I guess that means piracy is not theft then. Since I don't own it in the first place.
Hey, look, I'm riding the pirate wave. That's all I'm saying.
Look, I've slipped free and I'm flying the flag of Harlock. If y'all playing these games, we can play them shit.
I had a conundrum the other night. I wanted to see Kill Bill. The only way for me to watch Kill Bill, I have to buy it rent it for $3.99 on Amazon Prime. No other streaming services is showing Kill Bill. That's crazy.
As I was saying, we're not telling you to have a fucking Library of Congress archive. We're saying all the movies or TV shows that you like, just have your copy because you're not guaranteed to be around forever. Not everything is going to be available. Like, even fucking Disney was teaching us that shit back in the day with the goddamn Disney Vault, where they only have their movies and shit available.
It was special then because it was like, oh shit, let me get this Cinderella because it's going back into the vault, and it was special.
I'm saying, like, we have surrendered ownership for the illusion. I'm sorry, the illusion of convenience, all because these motherfuckers don't want to pay for the production of the disc. They don't want to pay for the graphic designers to design the menus and the cases, and they don't want to pay the actors and the creators their fucking revenue for actually producing the product. They are just consorting and hoarding the fucking money because they don't want to pay people what they fucking owe them.
Oh, so Max does have Kill Bill. Huh. Okay. Well, never mind. Still.
For how long though? Max plays that shit like fucking the Shell game when they put shit up and take this shit down.
Dude, it's to the point to where even on Max, Rap Shit got canceled. I don't know if you watched the show, but like it's not just that. Is that
gonna get a release so people can watch it? Is that show just gonna be lost forever? When
because it's that show. And that's also the other space of like streaming now is that like the way we intake streaming shows, you can't even get attached to the shows now because like you get attached to a show on Netflix. Netflix will be like, we're good. We'll cancel it after one season. And I'm like, I'm having PTSD from when Fox used to do that back in the day.
And I'm
no reasons for why these shows get canceled. No way to like let people just absorb the show and let's see how long this show goes. Just canceled. And I'm like, the fuck.
And another thing that fucking kills me, bro, is like, why are we waiting like 4 or 5 years in between seasons of TV shows?
Dude, Invincible, we gotta wait till March. The last episode was literally before Thanksgiving, I believe.
CJ, they had a trailer for a teaser for the announcement of the release date. I damn near lost my shit. I was so fucking mad, bro. I was like, why are you wasting my goddamn time?
I said this when we talked about on Morphin Metacast Power Ranger. It used to be your show came out for the spring release. You have a break during the summer, and it comes back for the second half for the fall release. It was simple, it was effective, and if you missed episodes during the spring, you can rewatch it during the summer to get caught up. Done. It was simple and effective. And it irked me, and it really, for me, I might as well say I got radicalized when Netflix did that bullshit with the Voltron show. And interviewing the creatives behind that show, I could see in their faces they were pissed off at how Netflix like chopped up their last seasons of that show.
Mm-hmm. Well, they bought 1 season or 2 seasons and then chopped them up to 4.
Oh, the creators, when I talked to them, obviously they're going to be very professional, but you could tell they were really kind of feeling some way how Netflix really just did that shit. Because in their heads, they did not plan for that show to be chopped up like that at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that shit right there where it's like, I think even I think the last 2 seasons, I'm putting in quotes here, 2 seasons of Voltron, that shit was spread out so much. I'm like, is the show over yet? Like that's how bad they spread out that show. And I was just like, this is ridiculous. Like, why do I gotta wait a year for them to finally finish off Voltron? This makes no sense.
I'm also be real with you, bro. I kind of checked out when the show stopped being about the giant robot. So,
True, but
I mean,
hey, look, I'm sticking it out because I was enjoying it, but I feel you.
I watched it, but I said I was just checked out. I was like, I don't really care.
But that's just an example because it's just the Invincible, the Boy. It's like I enjoy these shows, but y'all spreading this shit out way too long to where it's like, how are people going to care about these shows if you're like, and it's just don't make any sense.
And I can hear the argument, like, and I understand, like, because the old system was kind of fucked up where they had the production where shit was being like back to back, and you had to do like 20-some hours or 30-some hours of content, and that could be really fucking stressful. And like especially going from season to season, I get that, and I can understand how enticing it might be because the streaming services or whatever will give you all the much space, but I feel like there has to be some middle ground, right? Like there has to be a way we can combine the best of both worlds where like it shouldn't take like 4 or 5 years in between shows, like maybe a year and a half, maybe 2. Like somebody did the math. Like how many seasons of there's our Stranger Thing? What was it, 5?
Yeah.
And when did season 1 premiere?
All I know is them kids were little kids, and now they're fucking young adults.
They're in their fucking.
I'm supposed to believe they're teenagers now. Like, come on, dog. Like, maybe half of them I can believe to be teenagers still. The other ones not so much.
Season 1 was in 2016.
Thank you.
Season 5 doesn't come out until when? That's insane, bro. No, bro.
That's damn near close to 10 years. 10-year gaps,
bro. That's insane, bro.
Most back in the day, if a show was on for 10 years, that means it got 10 seasons.
Yes, that means you got hella episodes. That means you got hella time to spend.
That's syndication right there, man.
Right, to see them in different scenarios. I mean, and I can understand, like I said, sometimes shows are dip in quality if the longer they go on or whatever. But like I said, I feel like there has to be some middle ground between the creative space and freedom to make sure the product is as polished as it can be and not having to wait until my grandkids are in college to get season 3. Like, there has to be a middle ground here, right, bro?
I mean, it's all about content, and I guess apparently Netflix has apparently got a lot of subscribers and stuff, like, which is ironic because 2-3 years ago they were talking about how subscriber growth was slowing up, right? And by virtue of them saying that hurt a lot of other streamers, and then now they're saying, oh, we got growth. Now, I don't know whether to believe Netflix or not, because Netflix could be full of shit, because we don't have any hard numbers. Well, at least after the writer strike, they're giving numbers out for ratings and stuff for the creatives now. But like, companies say a lot of things. So who knows whether they did get growth or not? I mean, how many people really are getting new Netflix accounts on a daily basis?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, there's only so many eyeballs you can have on your fucking screens, man. Like, you were doing a non-sustainable model. Like, you can't have infinite growth because there are only so many people on the planet that can have a fucking account. Like, come on, man.
Thank you. So it's that. Have you been paying attention to the Spider-Man 2 leaks?
Um, I've been seeing a couple of things, like a couple of models been coming out, and some of the some rumors about the
Yeah, I think it was yeah, I think there was supposed to be, I think some of the leaks had supposedly it was supposed to be like separation anxiety was going to
Mhm.
be like part of it and stuff because they have models of Riot and some of the Life Foundation characters and stuff, symbiotes and stuff, which I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up being like the DLC for like Carnage and we get like a maximum Carnage type situation and stuff.
which could be cool. Now, what I would love for them to put in fucking co-op in the game. That would be
Yeah,
cool.
not the G8, not like, and it's weird too because the co-op in Spider-Man 2 would be random. Like if you're playing Peter Miles, will pop in when you're like tackling some gang members out on the street and stuff, which is nice. But like actual co-op would be great, where somebody can actually plug in the controller and jump in, or somebody online can jump in for you and stuff. That would be nice, like you said. It'd be excellent and great. Um, Still waiting for the new game plus.
It's still not out, bro.
Fuck no.
God damn.
That should be
Naughty
to be
Dog?
honest. That shit should be standard for any game. Honestly, I don't know why like. I don't know.
I said Naughty Dog. Insomniac? What the fuck?
Yeah, it is what it is. But anyways, us being comic book corner. It's a new year. Marvel brought back the Ultimate Universe. I don't know if you read Ultimate Invasion. Did you?
I didn't read Ultimate Invasion, but I did read Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah. So just to give people kind of like the cliff notes of Ultimate Invasion. Basically, the maker, which is the Ultimate Reed Richards, he basically
The best version of Reed Richards.
yes, he in his efforts to bring back his Ultimate Universe, he basically had a universe. It was universe, was it 16010 or something like that, where none of the heroes became heroes. So Cap is still a popsicle. Peter Parker never became Spider-Man. He tried to get Miles. He kidnapped Miles literally in the first issue. Like, hey, Miles, I can bring you back to your world. And Miles is like, nah, man, I'm cool. I'm good. you know, and basically he has like his own sort of, I guess, Illuminati group that they kind of rule this world, so to speak, and they have their own little territories and stuff. So basically Howard Stark and Kang end up foiling the Maker's plans, and it net results by the end of it of Tony Stark ends up taking up his father's mantle. Instead of him being Iron Man, he's Iron Lad now in this new universe. And he's basically trying to get the heroes back into form, and basically Peter Parker becoming Spider-Man is one of them on his list amongst others. Didn't read that one. Is this first issue like set up basically?
Yeah, it's basically set up. So it's all about where you jump in the middle of Peter Parker in a day in his life where he's feeling kind of aimless. He's having like a little, I don't want to say midlife crisis, but he's having like an existential crisis.
Mm-hmm.
And he works at the Daily Bugle still. He's an
Mm-hmm.
old man. He's got the old man Peter beard, and he has his two kids. He has Mayday and Richard Parker, which that's clue number one, because usually when Peter has a kid, he names him Ben.
Mm-hmm.
As a boy, he names him Ben, but this one's named Richard. And he goes to work to the Daily Bugle, and J. Jonah Jameson's working there, but also working there is Ben Parker, his uncle, because apparently it was May who died during the Ultimate Invasion, doing the shenanigans with the Maker. And
yeah, because the Illuminati shot they shot a satellite in the last issue, and they blamed Tony Stark for it, and she got caught up in that explosion. So yeah,
right, and they get Ben and Jonah leave the Bugle because Kingpin, who owns it, is like, hey, I need y'all to stop reporting on the Stark situation and the invasion, what had happened, because I guess y'all getting a little bit too close to the truth and asking too many uncomfortable questions. So we're going to come here and control the media. And Jonah And Ben was like, kiss our nuts, and they walk out and leave and say they're gonna go start their own news company. And Peter goes and talks to Ben. He gets a little pep talk from Ben. Then he goes to Mary Jane and he gets a pep talk from her, and it's like, is our relationship gonna change? She's like, no, that never is never gonna change. And she's like, well, do what you gotta do, Tiger. And so he has this cube that was delivered to him I think a day or two before, and he opens it up months in the future, right? Who goes, hey, the maker and his cabal kind of fucked up the world. You were supposed to be the greatest superhero and inspire people to be the best version of themselves, and I'm giving that back to you. And inside this little cube is the spider that would bite him and make him Spider-Man in a stealth suit. And the last page of the comic is Peter being bitten and putting on the stealth suit.
That is dope.
That book was so good, man. I know it's not gonna be a lot of people's cup of tea because a lot of it's a lot of talking, there's a lot of setup.
It's a lot of setup. I saw a lot of people complaining about that. So yeah,
but it's well written setup. Is somebody who understands storytelling. Jonathan Hickman, the guy who who has some plans. You kind of see some of the gears turning. A lot of the things he's setting up, is gonna pay off fruit later. But like, can I just say, as a long-suffering Spider-Man fan, because
is this regards to your Peter Parker and Miles thing? Because I was actually about to ask you about that.
Yeah, I need to finish writing that post. But yeah. No, this is just about the current state of Peter in the Amazing Spider-Man book from Marvel, written by who's writing that? Is it Zeb Wells?
Zeb Wells.
Oh, that book is garbage. That book is trash.
It's not. It's not touching Nick Spencer's. It's not.
And it's so.
And it's wild because I was really rooting for Zeb Wells, and I'm just like, huh?
What are you doing over there, bro? Like, what the? Anyway, and so seeing a Peter who's competent, who has the relationship that I want to see in the main universe, where he's with his OTP, his wife Mary Jane, and a Peter who actively chooses to be a hero, who feels like he doesn't have a bad life, like he's married, like I said, he's married with his kids love him, his wife loves him, he has the support of his uncle, he's working a good job with a supportive boss, he's doing a lot of good things, it looks like, but Peter just in his heart feels that something missing because he knows that because we know that Peter is supposed to be Spider-Man, supposed to be an inspiration. I think it was Matt Murdock once called him, he's the best of us. And Spider-Man is an inspiration. And so to see him actively choose that, knowing what the life of a superhero can bring for him, but he still chooses it because he wants to help people. Peter is a good dude. And like, it brought a fucking tear to my eyeballs, man. Especially reading this bullshit ass version that's been running around in the mainstream universe, or playing that game where I need to have a conversation about that game one day, man. So whenever y'all do a review, we need to get on that. But like, you don't need to push Peter down to prop up other characters. And I know we joke about Peter Parker having a lot of bad luck, but like, a lot of it is like just suffering porn at this point, man. Like,
you know what? That was the biggest issue that it was weird. The MCU Spider-Man, right? And everybody's like, oh, he's Tony Stark Jr. Why is he getting help? And I'm like, guys, why can't we just change up to where he's not suffering? Why can't he get help? Why does he have to be like poor and suffering all the time here? And then like when you get what happened at the end of No Way Home, was it Far From Home? Was it No Way Home? Yeah, No Way Home, where he's like poor. There was so many people like, yes, finally. And I'm like, cool, but like, damn, did he really got to lose every fucking thing for this to get this? Like, really?
Right. Or the thing was like, I got so mad playing that game where they were like constantly dunking on Peter and then going like, oh, why does the city need me when it has Miles? And I'm like, Miles is fucking incompetent in this game. Like, what the fuck you saying, Peter?
Miles
like,
is still a little wet behind the ears. He ain't really
like, come on,
ready for the main stage yet here. Like, I get what you did in the last game. It's a lot. I totally understand. But like, hey, dude, like, if you want to take a break, cool. But that don't mean you got to stop being Spider-Man. Like, chill. Like,
that's what I'm anyway. I was like, I don't understand this weird push they're doing on Peter. It's actually kind of annoying because I saw that thing where somebody was talking about how like, oh, they just gave Miles his electric sword, or oh, they just gave Miles the ability to see through walls and shit. They're giving them all these powers that make Peter fans think that they're making Miles cooler. I'm like, I argue the opposite. I think they're making Miles lamer because they keep giving him shit that Peter didn't need to be Spider-Man. Like, what the fuck, dog?
It's like overcompensating. Like,
I'm
don't get it
saying.
twisted. Don't get it twisted. I think it's cool, but it's like you don't have to give Miles so many new powers. Like the electric stuff that he had before was actually great by itself. It made him very unique as a Spider-Man. It's great. You don't have to add like 8 bajillion new powers. Like, chill. Like, hey, we're good here. So it's strange, but I will say this though. We rightfully so talked a lot of cash shit about Raimi's Green Goblin design. And then I see the Ultimate Green Goblin design that's coming up, and I'm like, I actually kind of like it. Maybe
they heard us.
Maybe Raimi was onto something here.
They heard us.
Maybe Raimi was onto something. It's just early 2000s wasn't. We weren't ready for that. We weren't ready for that clearly. So I still feel that they should have just had that dude in green makeup because he can emote like a motherfucker.
I'm saying. I can't.
That was the best thing about No Way Home. As soon as we got, I was like, oh, yes. Thank you. He's emoting. Why did we get this?
Only thing missing was the man purse, man.
Bro, if he had the man purse, I would have been like, I didn't think I can get any harder than this. Apparently I did.
Wait, did he have the man purse?
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did. Did he?
He just had the scarf shit.
No, he just had a bunch of pouches and shit.
Yeah, he had the pouches and stuff, but he just had the scarf thing he had the scarf thing and he had like the hat on and stuff, but he didn't have, all that. So it was kind of like, yeah, close enough, but yeah, that would have been nice. Would have been nice. Speaking of which, the X-Men right now. So the X-Men right now, they're beefing with Orchid, rightfully so, because or am I saying it right? Is it Orchis or Orchid? I think it's Orchis. Yeah, I think it's Orchis. They're going at them. There's pretty much, they're the crew that if you were following Power of X, House of X, they were the group that in the future had Master Mold and Nimrod, I believe. Yeah. Master Mold and Nimrod and stuff, and they're the one that created that because they feel humans are the ultimate, species and mutants, yada 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 and stuff. So right now they're kind of, since the fall of X, they have Madeline Pryor is back in the mix now with her Dark X-Men, and I'm like, so so this is where the X-Men are at. We got the villains working. Okay, I sure, let's see what happens. Because this what could possibly go wrong when you have Madeline Pryor in the mix?
I was gonna say, when was the last time that a group of villains stood in for the heroes? Everything went right?
Madeline Pryor and Havoc are working together, and I'm like, what could possibly go wrong?
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see on that one. But I'm that kind of piqued my interest a little bit and stuff. But on the other side of that, with the Ultimate Universe, Ultimate Black Panther is being written.
And can I also note about that shit? Because I saw some people going like, I'm gonna need all of y'all to show up for Ultimate Black Panther like y'all showing up for Ultimate Spider-Man. I'm like, bro, Black Panther's book right now is in dog shit. Like,
what, the Eve Ewing one, or?
Yeah, like the reason like people were excited about Ultimate Spider-Man is because like we didn't really have a good Spider-Man book. Like we didn't have a version of Peter.
Like the Ewing book is only at like I think issue 6. She is slow burning it like Ta-Nehisi Coates did. And I'm like, okay, that's not going to really jive with people that probably want it. Like, don't get it twisted. It's better than what really did. Don't get it twisted, but it's a very slow burn. And I don't know if that's going to jive with people that had their sort of vision of what they wanted Black Panther to be. And like, to your point, you're right. Because when you look at Ultimate Black Panther, they're starting off high. It's basically going to be Wakanda versus Moon Knight and Khonshu, and I'm like, oh, okay, this could be dope. I'm with it. I mean, look, for those that don't know, Ultimate Black Panther, this isn't his first rodeo. The first one was a very grand opening, grand closing, and was it Ultimates 3? I think
Yeah, three or yeah, three. It was three.
Yeah, Ultimates 3. It was basically in Ultimates 3, T'Challa got put into the Weapon X program because when he went to challenge for the Black Panther title with what the hell is the Panther guy's name?
Boss is a boss.
Yeah, Boss. He got his throat ripped out and got fucked up horribly. So basically, T'Chaka went to Weapon X and said, "Hey, can you help my son out?" And he had to do that in exchange for vibranium. And T'Challa basically got vibranium claws that he clenches his fist and all that. And it was very weird because, like, what the fuck was that? So I'm glad they're basically starting new with this new Black Panther, and I won't be shocked if people actually are going to gravitate to it a lot more because it's basically the mandate of what the Ultimate Universe was in its inception many years ago in the early 2000s, where it was, hey, you want to read up on these characters without having to go through the history, here you go.
Right.
So we'll see. And supposedly they're doing the Ultimate X-Men too. I'm jury's out on who's going to do that and how that's going to work. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
that should be something.
So we'll see how this new Hickman Ultimate Universe works out, and if it sticks to its sticks its landing, or if it whoever they, because I don't know, it's weird because when Hickman left off the X-Men books, I felt like the X-Men run currently right now has been very up and down and hit and miss with certain books.
You're very nice about that, sir.
Yeah, when it missed, it's like, holy shit, what the fuck was that? When it hits, cool, you know. And I'm wondering how long he's going to be on this doing the Ultimate Universe, being kind of like how long is he going to be on it for? And if whoever picks up the slack after it, who are they going to get that's actually going to do a good job with it?
Hopefully, he's there for a long time.
Hopefully, I mean, shit, you know. Um, I still need to catch up on DC side books because I have been reading. I've been playing
Oh,
catch up. Oh,
can I just note? I
yeah,
was reading Immortal Thor, and
I
I
heard that book
got
is like really good.
yeah, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Though I got to the end of this last arc, and I'm kind of like, I don't care anymore. Like they did some cool shit with Thor recruiting basically the Thor core again, and they beat like the Thor of Thors, the
Mhm.
Uth Guardian Thor,
Yeah,
and now your homeboy Darius Auger, the CEO of Roxxon, has now bought the intellectual property of the in universe published Marvel Comics. I think it's called, is it Timely? Is it called Timely in
timely.
universe?
It's timely.
In universe, okay.
Mhm.
So he bought the actual IP rights to the comic book company that published the Marvel superheroes in the Marvel universe. So I feel like, and then a lot of this Immortal Thor is dealing with the power of stories and myths and shit. So I'm like, that's an interesting take. I'm curious to see where that might go. But
Yeah.
like, I don't care anymore. Like I don't have any gas. I'm like, I'll check back in with you later, Jason.
So we'll get back
I'm
to you later, sir. We'll
like,
get back
yeah,
to you later.
I'll be back later, bro.
Oh my god, man. Have you been okay? So I recently watched the animated um was it Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1.
Oh, that's out. They still need to watch that, bro.
Ooh, it's actually pretty good.
You know,
I-
I've said this a lot. Christ on Infinite Earth is one of my favorite fucking stories.
and the fact that they're doing it in 3 parts, I like that they're actually trying to craft an actual story and they didn't rush it. It's like, oh no, this is just part 1. We got more coming, and I'm like, oh, okay,
Is
shit.
it on? Is it on the
It's
Amazon? The
it might
Amazons, real
it might
quick.
be on Amazons. It might be on the Amazons and stuff. I
Let me
saw it. I saw it. I bought it and stuff.
let me order. Let me order my copy then, real quick. Hold on.
Hey, look, I have been digging it so much. I've been digging. Look, I've been digging the storytelling that they've been telling in this new animated DC movies. Even with the Green Lantern one, uh, Supergirl and League of
Legion of Superheroes.
Legion of Superheroes and all that. Like even the last one when they went to a War World, that was actually pretty dope. I enjoyed that. And just the fact that this movie is very much it's Flash. It's pretty much a Flash story. Like Crisis on Infinite Earth Part 1 is
It
literally
is.
it's Flash.
It
And,
is.
and it's actually pretty great because it addresses a lot of the some of the post credit stuff and some of the movies leading up to this point, and this movie shows
Was
like what led
right.
to those points.
Right. So I need to catch up because like I had the last one I saw, I just watched the Superman Man of Tomorrow. I haven't seen any other ones. And for them to be doing Crisis already, like didn't this universe just start?
That's what makes it interesting because the part one, and it's not really a spoiler, but like part one, literally, you're seeing how this universe started and how the Justice League is formed. So in a way, it's like as much as this crisis is going to be a crisis, it's more so kind of like it feels like it's a start of something that's going to be they're going to continue probably after this crisis on
Mm,
Infinite Earth thing is over, kind of thing. But
okay.
yeah, but you are right because it is like wow, there's only been like 6 movies and we're already at crisis. Wow, it's something. I've been digging it. I dig the animation style and everything. So it's been this. You should definitely jump on that because they got Nolan North. He voiced Amazo in the movie.
Oh, okay. That's what's up then. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, so that's been pretty good. So speaking of which, so Bad Batch got the season 3, which is going to be its final season. I'm curious on how this is going to end, and I know it's going to probably lead to death. Don't know who, but I don't know. I don't know if I ever asked you what was your thoughts on Bad Batch. Is it just okay to you, or I mean,
Yeah, it's just fine to me. It's just like an okay action show. Like it's not setting the world on fire. It's like when I say that, some people get mad with me or like, "What you mean it's not good?" Like that's not what I said. I said the show is just okay. It's like it's just a fine action show. Like not every TV show needs to like read
uh,
an okay action show. Like you're not.
yeah,
That's okay. It's fine. Some shows just need to be okay, and this show is just it's fine.
yeah,
Um,
it's telling the story, does its job.
right. I
It's
feel
like
like the first season was a little better than the second one, but the second one had a better season finale.
oh yeah, I would. That season finale. I didn't see coming because you're expecting like okay they're gonna make it out. And it's like oh shit, death, fuck,
Right. I'm
and then
actually
you forget.
surprised at that.
Oh, go ahead.
Was that no? Was up?
No. I was just. I mean, but then I had to remind myself. I was like, well, this is Dave Filoni. He will throw some shit like that in there to be like, oh no, we're killing people.
Right. And I'm surprised that we're only getting 3 seasons. That's pretty fucking wild.
I'm
Um,
glad, honestly, because it goes into that thing that you were mentioning earlier about like you don't want to outstay your welcome. Because I
true.
feel like if
True.
Bad Batch kept going, it's going to run into that situation where it's going to end up contradicting shit in the Star Wars universe in some way. Because then you're going to start asking like, okay, well, where the fuck were these guys when this incident happened, and blah blah blah
Right.
blah kind of thing. So
Right.
it's like if this is it, cool, I'm fine with it.
Though I will say I will be fucking outraged if Omega doesn't meet Boba. That'll
That needs
that'll
to
piss me
happen.
off.
Like if Boba, like, because the trailer, Asajj Ventress is coming back, which I'm not shocked because
I'm kind of mad about this shit because I'm like, really, she's alive. Oh, okay.
she didn't technically die.
She died in that book. Was it Dark Disciple?
Doing well. Disney is looking at them books like fuck them books. You know that, right? You
Right
know that, right?
after they told us, oh, all the books that we do are canon. They all matter. Oh,
And then
okay.
they turned around and they was like, well, maybe some of it's canon.
Maybe we'll be picking. Fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. This.
Yeah. So her being back, it's like, huh, interesting. Which and it's kind of weird too because in the same breath, you look at the Jedi Fallen Order game, it's like, so we're gonna address those characters and how they're existing in the universe.
No.
Because it's a little, it's like, I know, because don't get it twisted. Like, look, even after Order 66, we knew that yes, there were some Jedi that did lay low and chill. So it's not out of the realm of possibilities of certain Jedi still being out there and stuff. But it was like I think the last Jedi game, was it Jedi not Jedi Fallen Order, it was
Survivor.
Jedi Survivor. There's like side missions where you face off against like former people that were Jedi that end up becoming Sith or like bounty hunters and stuff. And it's weird because I'm like, So are these like legit Jedi, or are these just people that just found lightsabers and just started going nuts? So I don't know. It's
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like the Inquisitors because of questions like that.
yeah, the idea of the Inquisitors I like, but it does kind of open like doors to like, okay, so where did you find these Inquisitors at? Because I mean, I know Vader was going out there looking for Luke and looking for his kids, but you mean to tell me he found more people that were Jedi? Like, you could have just went on ahead and just gather them up and took out the Emperor if that's the case. Shit,
I'm saying.
I, these are things, Um, so I have to put this out here. Madam Web, that movie, it's coming out soon, and
That movie is gonna make $1 billion off of me.
yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
Madam Web, her
be in
suit,
my seat shooting webs, baby.
her suit got revealed on a Pepsi bottle, which no, I think it was a Coca-Cola bottle or something like that, and I was
Because
laughing
of course
I
it
was
did.
like, because I'm like, all right,
Of
cool.
course.
And I'm sad because she's only gonna wear that suit about like the end of the movie. She ain't gonna wear it throughout the whole goddamn.
She ain't not. We're gonna see like a quick 5-second.
My name is Madam Web, as she puts on sits inside the chair, and now she's Madam Web. That's what's gonna happen. But this did make me pop a little bit. I was like, oh shit, got the
shooting webs, baby.
Julie Carpenter. I bet. Let's go.
Doing this when he puts that suit on, bro. I'm gonna be in that theater. They're gonna ask if there's a dog in the theater.
Even though, again, these three ain't gonna be in the suit for like maybe like 5 seconds, because
we'll get like 2 flashbacks.
2 flashbacks. I'm gonna be like, the hell, like. But yeah, that's yeah. So hey, that set the internet ablaze. I'm just like, hey, folks, keep your expectations at a low for this movie.
I'm gonna be in the back of that theater going thwip thwip, thwip thwip.
You see the trailer for the Avatar, Netflix Avatar: Last Airbender?
Yeah, then I also saw they're jacking their prices up. I'm familiar with your game, Netflix. I see what you're doing.
That's what I told you earlier. I'm like, Netflix like, hey, we got new people. Me. I'm like, bro, you guys, y'all guys have to jack up the price because that's the only way you can fund these shows. We see the budgets here.
I see the game, baby. Don't play it. Don't play a player now. Come on. Nice try, Netflix. Nice try.
Yeah, we see the ploy. Look, it looks good. I hope Netflix doesn't pull we're going to cancel it after one season bullshit, because it's like,
no, we'll get to.
I'll say 3. They're not 3, because you got to match up 3 that we got for Avatar, the original series. So got to match that up and stuff. I don't know if I ever got your thoughts on this. So with Netflix doing a One Piece Kai, what do you think of that?
One Piece Kai. Isn't that using like AI shit?
And I think they're using AI for the animation, I believe.
Yeah, I'm good.
It's questionable.
Yeah, I'm straight.
I don't know why I say questionable. It's fucking terrible. Like, pay your people.
Right. You can keep it. You can keep it.
Yeah. I'm shocked that Disney is going through with Tron 3. I gotta be real. Like, was the Avatar money a lot that they can just say, fuck it, we're doing Tron 3?
I guess the fuck so. And like,
because they didn't care for
Leto.
Because, like, look, I love Tron Legacy, even though it was basically Tron 1.0 again. That's all it was, basically, just with a new coat of paint. And I'm fine with that, even though I like the animated shows a little bit more.
I was gonna say, they canceled that goddamn animated show that was dope as fuck.
Yeah, it was. So it's like Tron 3, and you got Jared Leto. That problem. All right.
Okay, sure. I mean,
what is your story about? I'd like to know, because I'm kind of confused on where y'all going with this. I think that's
gonna say. Didn't y'all kill Tron? Like, what the fuck?
Well, no, because I'm trying to remember. He helped him out. He fell into the digital water, and he went from Rinsler back to Tron. So I think he's alive. Question mark.
Okay, sure.
Sure. You got old boy's kid and the girl that was in the computer. She's back in the real world now, but they never reveal what the storyline for Tron 3 is. So who the fuck knows? And that's not even and Cillian Murphy was playing what's his face's son, who has like the master PC code, but the movie never alluded to that. I gotta rewatch Tron Legacy again. There was a lot of moving parts in that show and the movie, and then when it didn't make its money because the general public is very weird about Tron.
Well,
And
Tron is very niche. Like I don't know what they
yeah, it
expect.
is. You know what you're right out. Look, I'm just saying, like I like Tron. I like the original and I like Legacy. So you're
Yeah, I
probably
fuck
right
with
on it being
Tron.
niche. You're
Yeah,
probably
like
right on
I
it.
fucks with Tron. I fucks with Tron. But like, yeah, it's not like I don't know what they were expecting. They were expecting like fucking MCU money. Like, come on, bro.
Well, I mean, look, Tron Legacy came out, was it 09?
I think so. Or 908. I don't remember.
Yeah, that was that time period where it was like, I think the expectation was they thought it was going to at least break even or something. And I think the movie did break even, but they were expecting it to do a little bit better, have like longer legs. I think it made more money like overseas than the United States and stuff. Like the box office during that time period was weird because I remember when people were like bucking hard on Speed Racer, like, what is this weird thing? And I'm like, it's Speed Racer, guys. And then Scott Pilgrim, people were being very weird on that movie too. I don't know. It's general audience and as a whole, society periods has been very weird about that kind of stuff, to be honest.
Right. I mean, I love you normies. You make the world go round, but y'all are weird as fuck.
Speaking of weirdness, Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse is in the public domain. And I gotta be real, like I'm really kind of tired of how creatively bankrupt people go to, where as soon as something goes in public domain, they just edge over to horror for it. They did it for the Winnie the Pooh thing, and it wasn't even good. And now Steamboat Willie, they want to do a horror movie for it. And I'm like, is horror the only thing you people think on? Like, you can't do anything.
It's the quickest and cheapest thing to do, and it's like, oh, we get to see this child name do some non-kid things. We're like, who gives a shit? Like,
yo, can you just make a happy movie, please? Like that'd be nice. You got an opportunity to do something, and you just that's the route. Like,
or all that mad shit y'all talk about Disney. It's like Disney can't do shit. Well, go do a better Mickey Mouse cartoon then.
And Prime, that right there. That's what pisses me off. Because I'm like, okay, you think you can do better, Disney? Do it, and you go to horror. That is like that's like bottom of the barrel shit. And I'm like, you guys are just as creatively bankrupt as you say Disney is.
I'm saying, like, the fuck, bro.
I don't know. That just baffles me that happens. It's like that's the route. Like, and history has shown that people have done things better than companies. So it's like, you got Winnie the Pooh. You could have did some really fun stuff with that character, and you went straight to horror. Like, why?
Wait, does that also mean that Pete's public domain too?
Probably that version of Pete.
Oh, let's fucking go then.
I mean, I watched the misadventures of Steamboat Willie Pete.
I mean, just like, and why is everyone so edgelordy, man? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
Look, I think that's I don't know where it's. I ain't gonna say I don't know where it started. I saw a meme, and you might have saw it, where somebody was like, I want these type of, they would never bring back these edgelord type games. And it was like, fucking.
They come out every fucking week.
What was it? Prince of Persia. Like they put up like Prince of Persia, the Warrior Within, when they played that I Stand Alone. You remember that game where they had the fucking edgelord Prince of Persia on the front cover, which I rolled my eyes even then when that game came out. Like, really? Like, the Prince of Persia is just edgelord now? All right. And what was the name of that other fucking game? Where it was the guy that had like the sword for arm or whatever. He could transform his arm into fuck.
That dude who was like, he was in pieces and he had to play the game to get the rest of them back.
No. That was a Japanese one. It was another one. It was kind of like that PlayStation game where it was
not Prototype. What are you talking about? The dude with the
Prototype. Yeah, I think it was Prototype. Yeah, Prototype.
Okay.
All those games, and then somebody put up Devil May Cry 3, and I'm like, but they still make Devil May Cry. So what the fuck are you guys talking about? Bring back edgelord games? Like, they still do it. Like, that was the other one. What was the God? Dante's Inferno. That fucking game. Which?
Oh, you mean knockoff Castlevania? You mean
knock off Devil May Cry?
God of Castlevania May Cry? That's what you mean?
I remember that game came out. I was like, this is just God of War with Devil May Cry. Like, what?
I mean, that's one literary interpretation. But you know what? At least it wasn't creatively bankrupt. At least they had a vision. They had a goal in mind they were trying to go for.
He had a dream.
I'm saying They're going somewhere. I envision Dante Alighieri and lots of titties.
Speaking of which, I know this is a touchy thing for you, Prime. So, are you gonna begrudgingly watch the He-Man Masters of the Universe Revelation show?
Oh, the Revolutions. Oh, I'm not watching that shit. No, I'm good.
I
I'm
thought,
straight.
I thought you might begrudgingly watch it just for posterity.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Is the CGI show getting another season? I'll watch that.
I think it is getting another season if I remember correctly.
Oh, that's dope. I know the first 3 came out on DVD and I snatched that shit up.
Oh, it did.
Yes.
Okay, I need to get that then. Because I was too busy at Best Buy looking for the Mandalorian season 1 and 2 on Steelbook,
Still.
since they're getting rid of all that shit. So I figured I might
Right.
as well swing by it and get it and stuff. Because I bought Loki and WandaVision, so I was like, let me go ahead and get the Mandalorian, get my physical media on, and add it to this stuff.
Why you still can, I should add.
Yeah, pretty much. So speaking of which, Dick Tracy is coming back. I know this.
I know you lying.
Look,
I know you lying.
Dick Tracy's coming back. New comic, Mad
I
K
know you
Studios.
fucking lying.
Mad K
Hold on.
Studios.
Don't fucking lie to me like this, CJ.
I'm dead serious. Mad K Studios.
Don't you
Mad
fucking
K
lie to
Tracy's
me. I
coming back,
fucked
man.
with some Dick Tracy, bro. Hold on, bro.
Look. I got the Dick Tracy Steelbook on my shelf right now. That's all.
Bro, don't you fucking lie to me like this, bro, because I will fucks with some Dick Tracy. Let's fucking go.
Yep. Mad K Studios.
Let's fucking go.
I'm like, all right, cool. Let's go.
Give me some of that noir pumpy bullshit. Let's go. Give me that pop
You can
shit.
actually pre-order Volume 1. You can pre-order it right now. I am definitely going to get it.
And it looks beautiful. Oh, it looks great. Oh,
look,
pumping in my veins, bro.
Niche.
Get into my veins.
I know Dick Tracy is niche, but like,
look at this shit, bro. Look at the trench coat, bro.
Look, for me as a kid and going to the movies, like I loved the Shadow, Dick Tracy, Rocketeer, the Phantom, dude, especially the Phantom. Like the Phantom to me is low key like top comic book movie, period, to me, easily. Like I love that fucking movie. I know some people don't, but like that's probably also the reason why it transfers to me loving the Mummy movies, the first 3 Mummy movies that came out. So like for me, like Dick Tracy was one of those things with when they came out with that movie, I was in the theater seeing that shit, and I was like, yo, that movie to this day is still dope as fuck.
I think it had the aesthetics down to a T. Like it looks like the fucking comic book come to fucking life, man.
And it helped that you had great actors too. Like that was like acting. Like that. I
like it. I can see why other people wouldn't like it, but I like it.
Nobody in Hollywood would ever make that movie again. I don't think they would.
Hell no.
They would not. And the fact that Warren Beatty was like had to fight tooth and nail to get that movie made, and to his credit, he had the pedigree and caliber in Hollywood to be like, I'm making this movie, fuck you. And I don't think anybody would ever be able to do that today. At all. Like I don't even think you can make The Shadow today.
No.
It's like those are movies that it's niche. And I mean, look, Seth Rogen tried to bring back Green Hornet, didn't really fare well. And even though I enjoyed it, it's one of those characters that it's like it's so niche and weird in the public eye that it ain't gonna hit, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it. So and maybe that just shows I'm old. So hey, it is what it is. But
we're the dinosaurs here.
We're the dinosaurs. But I'm looking at this Dick Tracy picture and
that shit. Oh, that's fucking go. Fucking sold.
I mean, just that stoic, the yellow trench coat,
that fucking square jaw, bro.
The watch,
I'm in, bro. I'm 100% in, dog.
Shout out to Mad K Studios for that one. I was like, Dick Tracy is back, baby. He is back. Oh my god, man. Hey, folks. Whomever is giving Kevin on stage advice on anime, I need y'all to really stop. Because y'all just giving him this dude is watching One Piece now.
Yeah, he was never heard from again.
Now he said he's watching One Piece because he's gonna be on his road trip for his comedy stuff, and that's cool. But I'm like, all right, man, have fun. Like people were. He started off hot with Attack on Titan as his first anime.
Did he finish it?
Yeah, he finished it, got to the end. You know, because it was right around the time that the final season had that final episode, so he ended up watching the whole way through. So he watched that, watched Death Note next, and then watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood after that. He stopped at Shao Tucker, you know, fusing his daughter and dog. So, you know, traumatizing stuff. I don't know. It's just I always been of the school of thought of I always if I'm introducing somebody to anime, I always ask them what is their favorite genre, and then just kind of go from there.
You can't just
You
expect
can't
people
just
to
throw
like
some
the same shit you like.
like
you
I would
gotta see,
never
like,
tell somebody to watch JoJo. It's like no, don't do that because they're going to be weird out on what the fuck JoJo Bizarre Adventure is.
like I won't be like, oh man, you gotta watch My Hime. Well, no, I'm not gonna do some shit like that. Like, what shows do you like? And try to like match them. The same thing with comic books. Like, I don't tell people just to read the shit that I like. I ask them, well, what type of TV shows or cartoons do you like?
Yeah.
And try to match like their taste to give them recommendations based on their preferences.
Yeah, because I think because even like comics and stuff, you know, there's the argument that we've probably seen online where people's like, "Oh, it's so hard to get into comics." I'm like, it's not
It
really
ain't
hard. Because,
it's
like,
not.
To Marvel and DC's credit, and even a lot of other companies, they put out like so many omnibuses and trade paperbacks of characters to where if you want to go back and read those books, it's right there collected. You don't have to like and depending on what comic book store you go to, you have people there that will tell you, hey, if you want to read up on this character, start with this book. And they'll
And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I feel like it's easier for people now than it was for us to get into comic books
oh hell
because
yeah.
we have the internet as a resource. You have all these lists about recommended reading orders and the top stories you should read, and you can just jump in. And that's the thing that kills me because I think people say that as a coping mechanism. Like, oh, I had somebody that worked with me. I had a coworker a long time ago that was like, I want to read comic books like you do, but I know me, I want to read from the first issue and read everything. And I said, bro, that is literally impossible. Like, like
You can't
I
read
wanna
everything.
start-
Trust me.
you
There's
can't
comics that
read
I haven't
everything,
even.
bro.
I probably have never even touched. That I'm like,
Exactly.
I'll read it eventually. You know, I get.
I'm
to
like,
it.
just roll in. You'll get caught up. It's okay, dog.
Yeah,
It'll
it
be
is. I
okay.
mean, it's just look. Brian said the best thing. Like, bruh, you and me both.
I would fucking slap fight.
I would look. If we can get Bruce Timm to do an animated Dick Tracy show.
Oh, not Bruce Timm now. Maybe we go back in time
well,
and
my bad.
get
I
a
forgot current
pass.
events. Current
Right.
events have happened.
Need to get a parallel isotope of Bruce Timm to come back and do that shit.
Yeah, you know what? It is kind of interesting. Like when you think back to when Batman the animated series came out, you think during that time, because I think at that time, then we have like the Phantom 2022 or some shit that came out around that same time.
2099 or some shit.
It's
Like
2099 that came out, and I am surprised.
I love that show.
Hey, look, I love it too. Don't get it twisted. Like that was right around the time that what the fuck was the name of that other show that was about a character in the future?
No, sorry, it's the Phantom 2040.
Yeah, Phantom 2040.
The other character in the future was it Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century?
Well, that was actually pretty interesting. There was another one. That was another one that was made by a French company.
You're not talking about The Magician, are you?
No. Shit. Watch as soon as we're done with the show, it's gonna come to me and I'm gonna be like, God damn it, that's what it was. But like in the 90s, that would have been I'm surprised nobody said, hey, can we do a Dick Tracy cartoon? I'm shocked. I really am just sitting back shocked that never was a thing that conversation was ever broached. Unless it was just a rights issue that was in flux.
Could be.
So I don't know. Did you see any leaks from that Deadpool 3 stuff with Wolverine?
Just the costume, and I just saw the was it the trailer that had them both on it. I'm trying to actually stay away from leaks. Now I heard some rumors, And the rumors sound so fucking batshit they have to be true.
What about like some of the Fox heroes being in the movie and something like that?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be shocking me. I mean, it's Deadpool. You know, funny enough, there is a rumor out right now that old boy that played Bullseye in season 3 of Daredevil is going to be in Born Again.
No, I thought that was confirmed that he's.
Oh, I didn't know it was confirmed. I just thought that. Bear in mind, I only heard this like last week, so I didn't know. I
No,
thought
I
it
thought they
was
just.
yes
I thought
rumor.
they just. I thought it was announced that he was back today.
Oh,
Hold
if
on,
it's confirmed today, then shit. All right, shit.
Hold
I
on,
actually,
let me not lie to y'all. Hold on.
yeah, that's what I was like. Is he back? Like shit. All right. Hello. Let me see. Did that confirm? Oh shit, yeah. So yeah, Bullseye's return to Daredevil. Shit, you're right.
All right, let's fucking go.
Just confirmed as of today.
Let's fucking go.
I actually liked it. I actually liked his Bullseye. It was an interesting take.
Now get him in the goddamn suit.
Hey, you put him in that Bullseye suit. Look, you can only go but up. I mean, you had Colin Farrell in the Ben Affleck one, and he was okay. I didn't hate it. It was definitely a take. It's kind of like, you know, old boy as Kingpin in that movie. It was like, it's a take. It was fine, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm curious if they do put him in a suit. Like, hopefully they don't skimp out and be like, oh, we're not going to have him with the mask with the bullseye on. We're going to do something else. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Either go all in or don't go all in at all. Like, come on.
I mean, that's one positive thing I will say. At least now they're starting to put motherfuckers in their costumes.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. You know, now
If they do nothing else, even if they suck ass, they'll at least put them in them. You know. Not that I'm talking about any current things that's airing with 5 episodes on TV right now, but you know it is what it is.
Hey, look. I must defend it. Echo is actually a fine show. I think it's two things. One, I do think it being 5 episodes, the pacing does hurt the show a little bit. But the upside is that the story is actually engaging enough because it reminds me a lot of like how a lot of comic book companies like Marvel and DC put out like miniseries for certain characters, right? They ain't going to do like a long, you know, ongoing story. They're just going to give them a little miniseries. And that's exactly what Echo is. It's just a miniseries. That's it, you know, and it's a good character work for the series. But past that, you know, hey, we'll see what the character is in Born Again at this point. So, but you know, and it is kind of interesting how people have, because when they announced that they were putting out all the episodes in one hit, I was kind of like, uh-oh, because if you're putting all your episodes out in one hit, that means you have no faith in the show. And is it bad? And then when I was watching, I was like, oh, this actually wasn't that bad. You know, pacing could have been better, but it's actually not bad. I don't know why this couldn't be a weekly show like that. Decisions right now with streaming is just weird on how they're going about it, because I think it's the whole thing of what you pointed out like a while ago about how like what's old is new again, where we're getting weekly shows coming out every week instead of having it all binged.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and how every streaming company is starting to go back to that. And I'm like, so now streamings are showing commercials now, so I'm paying for network TV now.
Right. Congratulations. We brought back cable. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Comcast is punching air right now. How did we get to this point, Prime? How did we get to this point? It went from fuck cable, I'm getting streaming, and now we're back to I want cable now. How did we get to this point?
Corporate greed. Greed.
I didn't see that coming. I honest to God did not see that coming. And maybe that's my naivety that hit came in, but yeah.
They'll fuck us all over, always and eternally.
Next thing you know, physical media is going to make a comeback, and me and you are going to be punching the air like, I hate you motherfuckers.
I mean, you know, it always happens, CJ. We're always right. We just got to wait for motherfuckers to catch up to us.
God, man. Oh my God. We really... New Year, same shit.
I'm saying.
Oh man, I can't wait to see how horrible this Suicide Squad video game is going to be.
Did you see they fucking announced there's gonna be a fucking Elseworlds Joker as a playable character? Which begs the question, why is this set in the Arkham universe? Like, why couldn't this have been its own separate motherfucking thing?
You know why, Prime? They're doing that because they knew that they as soon as they made that a games for service game, they were fucked. So now they had to throw all this stuff in, like the Joker reveal. Like, but that's not going to get me to play the goddamn game. Like, did you not
Like,
see
come
what
on,
happened
dog.
with? It's like I'm looking at WB. Like, did you not see how bad that Avengers game flopped? Why do you want that? Why?
That I was say that game flopped so fucking hard. It took that poor Guardians of the Galaxy game down with it. That ain't had shit to do with it.
Like that Avengers game. Love the story, love the DLC stories, but then you made it a games for service, and that tanked it. It's like, why? What was the point? Like, you did it for greed to try to be like, no, we just wanted an Avengers game that we can just play as all the heroes, and that was it. I didn't want to play online. Like, what are we doing here? Like, it's just. And this Suicide Squad game could have. I thought it was going to be great, and then as soon as that reveal came out last year during, I think it was the PlayStation. I think it was either E3 or something else where they showed that trailer, and everybody was like, "Why has Captain Boomerang got a sniper rifle? Why is King Shark got guns? What's going on here?" And it's like, "Oh, this is a live service game. Oh, damn.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. I hate it now. Like, I hate people. I just. Mm, mm, mm. Oh boy, did you watch any of? Well, I'm pretty sure that's a no. You probably didn't watch any of What If season 2, did you?
I did not see it in single shred of footage, my friend.
It's better than season 1.
That's good. I'm glad it is. I'll
It's
never
better than
know.
season 1. It's better than season 1. I know a lot of people were complaining why is like where's Sam? How come Peggy Carter's in there? And then they did the reveal for season 3, and Sam Wilson is prominent as Captain America in that. So it's like, okay, cool. Like,
I
that's great.
guess better late than never, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, So I mean, look, I was never big on the What If comic anyway. I've read a couple of the What If comics, but I wasn't never big on it. So like for me, like the show on a basic fundamental level is hitting on what those comics are. So, there's that. Animation is a little bit better than what it was first season. Because I feel that
Okay.
the animation crew, it feels like they found their groove in
Now, if I
everything
wanted
now.
to check it out, if I wanted to stick my nose in and see what's going on, what's an episode you'll recommend?
Oh, the one with the new Native American character. Great. It's
Okay.
actually really phenomenal. I love that character. It's that one, and what was it? It was fuck. What episode was it? It was I'm trying to think. What was it? It was not that one. Hella and the 10 Rings.
Okay.
Yeah, Hella and the 10 Rings was actually pretty good. That was those two were actually pretty good. Happy Hogan one was interesting in a funny way because it was pretty much just Die Hard, in the MCU. So, it was what it was. But yeah, that actually you will probably like the Peter Quill one too, because that episode showed what we could have got with Marvel in the Captain Marvel movie.
That breaks my heart.
It does, man, because seeing her with the 80s Avengers, because we actually saw Goliath in his suit and all that stuff, and I was like, damn, if they didn't write Captain Marvel the way they did with Marvel, we could have got something. And it's kind of a shame
That breaks
because the
my heart.
potential of that, yeah, because if you watch that episode, you're gonna be like, we could have had this. We could have had this. But yeah, it's kind of crazy watching the Marvels and seeing them actually do the Supreme Intelligence. I was kind of marking out a little bit on that.
That wasn't there a Captain Marvel one?
Nah, because remember they only showed the Supreme Intelligence as the form of the person that the person was talking to.
Oh, so they actually showed the head thing?
Second Captain Marvel, she comes back to that Kree planet and has a face off with the Supreme Intelligence, and
Oh,
spoilers,
that's pretty cool.
destroys the Supreme Intelligence, and they showed the Supreme Intelligence in all its glory, and I was like, holy shit, that looks dope as hell.
Wow, how did I not know? Nobody's talking about that movie. How did I not know that? Like, I didn't even know about the cameo at the end.
Because everybody was so caught up in trying to push their agenda and what they felt like. That's one of the things that I said that we need to leave behind. It's like, look, we can critique these movies, but it's like, guys, there's ways that we can critique these movies without going to low common denominator. Like, I love the Marvels more than I like Captain Marvel, because I think they did a better job of Carol's character work in this one compared to the first movie.
Okay.
And I think that helps because I think it helps because you have Kamala Khan and you have Monica there as sort of the balancing force of like why they look up to Carol the way they do, and it works.
I'm gonna eventually see it because I'm gonna get the Blu-ray while I still can.
Yeah, while you still can.
Right.
But it was good character work, so it was just kind of like, I think in the midst of everything that was happening with that movie, everybody was talking about the box office and stuff, and oh my god, I didn't make it. It was a trash movie. I'm like, the movie was fine. Like, it's just we had a writer strike. They weren't going to promote the movie, and then when the writer strike was over, it was right when the movie was about to come out. So it's like, and it's also the aspect of, again, these companies have conditioned people to where they want to watch the movies on streaming services. Just is what it is. Like,
I mean,
you're gonna have your anomalies. You're gonna have your anomalies like Oppenheimer and Barbie and Top Gun, but at this point, people with the rising cost of movie theater prices, it's like, why the fuck do I want to go in the theater to see that movie when I can just watch it at home? Like,
oh damn, they actually showed the Supreme Intelligence. That's cool as fuck.
Yeah. Did you see the new Aquaman?
Yes, I did.
Thoughts?
Give me my fucking Black Manta movie, you sons of bitches.
We were robbed of the deep the deep in the
trench.
The trench and Black Manta movie. Because
can I just say, homeboy who plays Black Manta, he is on the Mount Rushmore of bringing the character to life. Like, he is fucking pitch perfect. He's as good as Black Manta is J.K. Simmons is as J. Jonah Jameson. That's how hardcore. His
hate for Aquaman stayed consistent. It never wavered. Even when the actual bad guy popped up, he's like, nah, nigga, I ain't nope, don't want your help. I'm out.
Like, yeah. And like the way he fucking talked, the way he said Aquaman's name, the fucking swag, I'm like, bro, this nigga is Black Manta. What are y'all doing? Y'all made a 3D printer and just pulled this nigga at the comic books, bro. What the fuck, dog?
And I'm so sad that look, if James Gunn can make it happen,
please bring him back.
Give me a
movie with him.
Prime, give me a Suicide Squad movie where he's part of Suicide Squad. I don't care how you fucking do it. I need him on that fucking team stat.
Bro,
I need him and Big Drees.
I'm gonna say I would love to see him in Boomerang, but I can't have nice things.
Look. I need James Gunn to just say fuck what happened in that other movie and just bring back John Courtney as Captain Boomerang. Don't explain shit.
You don't have to. Just bring it back.
Just bring it back. Okay. Like, didn't you drive the plane crash? Nah, I survived, mate.
Nah, it's all good. I'd always come back. I'm a Boomerang.
You don't have to explain anything. You know John Courtney would be back with the shits on that one. You know he'd be down for it. Just bring him back. Just bring him back. I'll be down for it.
Just had the two of them in the same movie together. Just being hating ass niggas. That's all I ask for. That's all I want. Make my day, please.
Please.
Make me a happy man.
Look. I say the trifecta. If they do another Suicide Squad movie, if you can get Will Smith back as Deadshot and Idris Elba back as Bloodsport, you a man. And if you get Deathstroke in the movie,
I've been saying for years, man, if they do a third Suicide Squad movie, just adapt the Janus directive. Just do that story arc.
Explain what the Janus directive is, because I'm not familiar with it.
It's a story arc that involved the Suicide Squad, Argus, and Checkmate going against Cobra, playing a bunch of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy type of games. It's pretty dope. It's pretty cool.
Cobra, the same group that was in Batman Beyond? That group?
Yeah, the terrorist group. The Cobra with the K. Yeah.
Oh
the,
shit.
co-
No,
the
I knew it
Cobra
was
with the
Cobra.
K.
I knew it was Cobra with the K. I'm trying to remember if that was the Cobra where everybody was dressed up in green snake garbs.
The
That
Green
one.
Snake. Yeah, that's them.
Uh,
They're like old school DC villains. Yeah.
Shit, that could be great. You know, we was
Yeah.
thinking. We were talking. We were talking a lot about the. You remember the Amalgam comics? They came out after DC versus Marvel.
They'll never give us those.
They,
We will.
no, they
We will.
won't give us those. But we were reminiscing on like what was the best combination, and I brought up. I said, dare I say, the Challengers of the Fantastic Four, which was the combination of the Challengers of the Unknown and Fantastic Four. That was like
That's not fair, bro. Because that's like peak Kirby with peak Kirby. Like
it
all you're
is.
doing all you're doing is
It's
saying,
broken.
hey, this is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like that's not fair, bro. That's not fair.
That was my top. I'm like, you're not topping that. I'm sorry. Like Iron Lantern was great, but you're not
That's kinda
topping that one. You're not
that's
topping Challenge of the
bro,
Fantastic Four.
I feel like that's cheating though, bro. Like that's just too you just taking two Kirby things and putting them together. Like that's not fair, dog. That's not fair.
I'm not a fair guy, Prime. I just, when I see dope shit, just saying. Dope shit is dope shit.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I just remember somebody brought up Dark Claw, and I was like, I think that Batman Wolverine thing was like the stupidest design, easily. I didn't get that at all.
I mean, I
Storm Wonder
see
Woman was okay.
I thought Spider Boy was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that was it Superboy and Spider-Man, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was you know what? That was a given. I don't know why I didn't think of it at the time, but I remember seeing that. What was the other one? Wasn't it like Superman and somebody?
And Captain America, Super Soldier.
Yeah,
that
Super
shit should
Soldier.
have been cooler than it was. That shit was kind of lame.
I wasn't digging the costume. I think that's what threw me off.
Yeah, the costume sucked. The costume was pretty trash. Pretty trash.
Yeah. It was that was a moment in time that you just had to be there.
Can you imagine if we can get them to make an animated movie of that shit?
Prime, I feel that could actually happen because that's a lot of money on the line, and both companies love money. So it's just a case of how do you make that happen?
There's gonna have to be a lot of egos getting settled away.
So is this a Who Framed Roger Rabbit shit where you have Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse in the same scene and they both had to have equal lines, basically?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's just a how do you do it? Like that's
hold on. Now you got me looking them up. You cheating bastard. That's not fair, man.
Still thinking about that.
That's because that's not fair. Like that.
I'm just saying, like, look, I can't help the fact that they had the genius idea.
And they get cool ass costumes too, bro.
Thank you, right? Thing got 4 arms.
They just basically went, hey, what if we take these two Jack Kirby things and just put them together? Oh, okay.
Cool. Speaking of which, Challenge of the Unknown is in is actually in Crisis on Infinite Earth.
I heard their main characters, and that shit makes me rock hard.
Oh yeah, when I saw them, when old boy gathered all the heroes, and I was like, oh shit, is that the Challenge of the Unknown? Yes.
So let me ask a question. So like, is it the movie, the cartoon movie? So it's using this Tomorrowverse from the Superman animated movie and all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so does the art style change? Is it crossing over other animated universes?
No, it's the same art style. Same art style. It's the same art style. Obviously, like they have little small subtle changes with the characters from different universes and stuff, including the fuck was the name of that group that was on the Earth, that the Injustice Gang.
The Crime Syndicate.
Yeah, Crime Syndicate. They have them in the movie as well, and stuff. And it's interesting because they look like basically the Tomorrowverse version of the Crime Syndicate from that Crisis on Infinite Earth movie from the previous DC movie that they did with Owlman and with Owlman and Batman.
Crisis on Two Earths.
Yeah, Crisis on Two Earths and stuff. So it's like you could tell it was the same group, but it was just in the Tomorrowverse, animation style kind of thing. So it was interesting. It was definitely interesting.
Okay, I'm for some reason Amazon's not loaded for me. It's probably because of I don't know.
Yeah,
they don't want to see me shine, bro. They don't want to see me shine.
They don't. They come on, Prime. You know how it is. They just don't. They hate you because they ain't you.
Specifically me, because I talk mad shit.
I mean, who doesn't? I mean, you know,
I mean, it's one of my enduring traits.
yeah, I'm interested on seeing whatever happened to the the Millarverse shit that Netflix was going to do. Did they ever say that whole shit got canceled?
Yeah, what happened to that shit? Didn't he have like a first look deal and all that shit? They were gonna make
Yeah,
all his comics and shit.
that
What?
shit
What?
got radio silent. I'm like, so are they still doing it, or did they like what's
I
up?
guess after what was it? After what was that cartoon and that show that came out that lasted one season?
Oh, what was it, the with the superhero family or whatever?
Yeah, what was that shit called?
Oh shit.
I know they
I
had
forgot
the
the name.
spinoff
I
with the
forgot the
villains.
yeah, I forgot the name of it, but there were some people that I knew that read that book. And,
Jupiter's Legacy.
yeah, Jupiter's Legacy. They were not fans of that show because like they read the comic and they felt the comic was way better, and the show was just a truncated version of it. And yeah, and look, you could tell their budget wasn't necessarily the best for as epic as it should have been. So, um did you read hold up. Did you read the Cobra Commander #1 book that came out, comic book that came out?
No, not yet. Is it good?
It's basically like a origin of Cobra Commander where
Is he a car
basically
salesman?
no, he was a scientist that worked for Cobra.
Interesting.
Yeah, and basically, in his whole thing, he got a injury, and he uses it to alter his body, and that's how he becomes the Cobra Commander. So he still has the scarred face, and he has the lisp, basically. So kind of like the Chris Latta from the OG series, basically. So it's interesting because his basically with him upgrading his body, he has a lot of like cyborg parts to him, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah. So to the point to where I believe, and this is where the books gets weird. He has Megatron as his prisoner for his guinea pig for his Cobra experiments.
That was just like that damn Transformers G.I. Joe. Was it Devil's Due?
Yeah,
Where
Devil's Due.
Megatron was Cobra Commander's side weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's interesting so far. I'm just like, all right, you got. It's they kind of going for a very horror twist on it. So, you'll probably dig it.
I mean, yeah, I fucks with Cobra Commander. Okay.
I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't like Cobra Commander? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. Because I'm still catching up on a lot of stuff, trade paperbacks. You catching up on anything on your end?
Other than just random manga, I think in Don't Bully Me Nagatori, Homeboy is about to finally say he loves her, so I'm here for that.
It's like, yes.
Did you see those panels I posted with them holding hands? I'm like,
yes.
Come on, we are almost there, bro. Just tell the bitch you love her, you son of a bitch.
Oh my god, man. Mm-mm-mm.
And I'm reading Dragon Ball Super.
Aren't they? Where are they at now with that one? Because last I remember, they were fighting Goat Dude, and I just kind of was like, all right.
Yeah, they just finished doing Superhero, and so they just defeated Cell Max.
Okay.
And
so the manga actually did do Superhero. Was there any changes that was different from the movie?
They added a subplot with Trunks and Goten going around being superheroes, Saiyaman X1 and Saiyaman X2.
Get out of here.
And they did some stuff with them in high school. It's kind of like a prologue.
Oh, okay.
And then
they
added them, more about Trunks and Mine's relationship, him trying to raise her up. And they did that. Then the current chapter is the guy, one of the guys who survived from the Red Ribbon Army. He sees Saiyaman X1 and X2 and tries to get them to go fight Gohan, and they don't know that, so they go drive up to Gohan's house, and Gohan comes out and immediately turns beast mode. Like he instantly turns beast mode. And Gotenks and Trunks are like, holy shit, he can just turn it on and off like that. And as soon as he turns beast mode, Goku, who's been on Beerus's planet training with Vegeta and Broly, he feels the power spike from Gohan and instantly transmissions there to the house and it's like, what's up, kids? Long time no see. And I'm like, Goku, you fake nigga. I know, are you there? You trying to fight Beast? The fuck out of here.
I see
bum
your
ass
plan.
nigga.
Try to fight your boy. I see it.
I see through your moves, bro. Don't play a player, dog. I see you.
That dude was like, hey, I'm trying to fight my son now. You got new powers. Let's go.
He's like, oh, hold on. He's stronger than me now. Wait a minute now.
Yo,
Go on, my boy. What's up?
I'm laughing because I remember it was right after the Turn of the Power arc, right? And I think the Broly movie that came out, right? And somebody was like, man, they do another Turn of the Power arc, man. That Earth is gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be Goku, Vegeta, fucking Broly. And then I was like, I mean, they might have a point. They're gonna have to come up with some bullshit. Because otherwise it's like, damn, they got Broly. They might win. And then now Gohan got beast mode. I'm like, so yeah, that's where we're at right now, huh? Just everybody got powers.
To be fair, it's Dragon Ball. It can always come up with some more bullshit.
Like what, Frieza Black, which to me is the most hilarious shit ever.
And what kills me is he dual shot at them niggas, then just dipped. I'm like, are you fucking for real? He's not gonna. Okay. That's okay, sure. And here's the other thing. So right now they're trying to teach Broly to control his rage. So like he's sparring with Vegeta, and Vegeta's like, nah, don't suppress your anger because that's how Saiyans get, their strength is by being mad. He's like, your issue is you let the anger consume you. Like you got to learn how to channel it. And so right now they're fighting Broly, and Broly doesn't go Super Saiyan when they're sparring. And like, bro, Vegeta went Super Saiyan Classic. And Broly was just straight like going toe to toe, like just manhandling that man in like basic form. It's like,
I still think the funniest shit ever about the Broly movie was Vegeta and Broly going at it, and Goku's like, holy shit, he's fighting him, and he's just in base form, and he's just excited. I'm like, that should be scary, Goku. Any other person, that's scary. You're excited.
He's like, I'm trying to throw hands. Let's fight, baby.
That still is like I think that fight today still is never going to get top for me because number one, it had been a while since Vegeta actually had a fight where you didn't feel like he was just getting his head kicked in. And like it was just funny seeing him just escalate his forms and seeing Paragus like look on like, the fuck is this? When did this happen? How did he Okay, wow, I've really been out of the loop on this. Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan God. What the hell is this?
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Broly looking on like, Super Saiyan, huh? All right, cool.
Like, damn, Dad, you gonna let me get my ass whooped like this?
Well, he kicked the shit out of Goku, which was fucking hilarious.
And then started ragdolling Frieza's ass.
Hey, look, to this day, that is the funniest shit ever. They were like, hey, have fun, Frieza, disappear. And I'm like, so let me get this right. Frieza got his ass whooped for a smooth 1 hour.
No, it had to be at least.
No, because remember, they transformed the first time into.
Had to wait 30 minutes.
Did it again, failed. 30 minutes. 1 hour, Prime.
1 hour. You're right. I was going to say, wasn't it longer? No, it's about 1 hour. Okay.
1 hour of getting his head kicked in. That is hell. But also reparations in a way, so
it is what it is.
At this point, it's like you destroyed the whole planet, so you kind of, you know what? Nah, you can't feel sad for you, dude. Yeah, that was, you know what? Goku was right for that one. Yeah, have fun, Frieza. Pew, done.
Get his ass mollywopped on.
Oh man, yeah, I'm actually finishing up the Ultraman manga too, so I'm still.
All right, dope.
Yeah, I'm still keeping on with that as well. I really need to, step up my manga reading and stuff outside of that.
Right. Also, I've been trying to get caught up on Gundam Thunderbolt. War as hell, bro.
Did you send me the link for where you've been watching the reading the Gundam Thunderbolt stuff at?
Oh no, I actually been buying it from Barnes and Noble.
Oh, they have. Oh, so do they have after like the anime?
Oh no, that shit keeps going, bro. I'm on volume 20 right now.
Oh, I need to buy that shit. Okay,
I'm gonna say
sign me.
the fucking 2 movies only cover, I think, like the first like 8 or 10 volumes. Like this shit keeps going, dog.
So you don't have to go too much into it. So pretty much like after that, is it going into that crazy like the new type shit basically?
Yes, and with each passing chapter, that shit strays further and further from canon. It's actually pretty fucking funny.
It's just going into like, yeah, we're not canon anymore with the
They
universe
doing
picture. This
some they doing some wild shit, bro. I'm like, there's no way in hell within a time frame this supposedly takes place in and all this shit happens. Y'all tripping, bro. Ain't no fucking
you
way.
know what? I kind of understand why they're not going to animate it now.
I'm actually surprised they animated the desert movie. I guess that's as close as we can get, but they gotta finish it up because it's like that shit ends on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I mean, I think from somebody told me that I think the team that did that is doing the Hathaway stuff, so they're
Oh, we
kind of
ain't never
they're
getting
kind
that
of
shit. That
busy.
shit go.
They're kind of busy at
That
this
shit.
moment, so we're probably it's kind of like okay if they're doing the Hathaway stuff, which I think the second one should be might be getting a teaser at some point probably, but yeah, they probably it's gonna be a while before we get any Thunderbolt shit.
I'm saying, god damn.
That sucks, but hey, you know what? I don't want it to be AI, so hey, take your time. Take your time. So yeah, it is what it is. I can't believe One Piece is at chapter 1100. That's crazy.
It's coming to the end though, man. We're getting there. We're getting
I
there.
really hope that it does not end with the One Piece that was in us the whole time. I would really.
It's not. You know. I know. Hold on. Mark my words. What's today? January 23rd. All right.
Mhm,
The One Piece is gonna actually be a physical treasure. It's gonna be a lot of money.
mhm.
But Luffy does not give a fuck about money. He's gonna like see that shit and just walk the fuck out. Like, okay, I'm good.
But Luffy
I'm
money. Ah, we got to One Piece. It's cool.
no, I'm straight.
We'll spread it. We'll spread it around the world.
Right. Nami's gonna be all mad, like we could have been rich, and Luffy's gonna be like, nah, do X, Y, and Z. Like it's gonna be money. Luffy's not gonna care about that shit, and it's gonna end on a fight somewhere. Now I feel like, and people keep calling me crazy for this, but like the final boss, thematically, the person that Luffy has to conquer is Shanks. Like he has to
You
overcome.
think so?
He has to beat his mentor, his idol. He has to overcome his idol. He has to thematically be better than him. Or defeat him somehow, whether he beats him in a fight, whether he beats him to the One Piece, but he has to overcome Shanks in some shape, way, or form. Thematically.
All right, that's fair. That is 100% fair. Um, you know what's interesting because we're talking to Oscars and stuff. Barbie, like, did you see Ryan Gosling's reaction when his song got like won the nomination? Like,
Because
you
he's
see
gonna
the
have to perform that shit. That's why he's looking so sad.
no, but the look on his face was like, did they not understand the message in that song? Like, why did you? This wasn't supposed to win. It wasn't supposed to win.
And now he's got to perform that shit for the rest of his life, bro. I
First
feel so
off,
bad for him.
Ryan Gosling is a patron say that motherfucker is not going to perform that shit. He gonna
They
look
gonna,
them in the face and be like, no,
they gonna be like, do it for the people, Ryan.
or Barbie 2 is not happening.
Ryan, do it for the people.
Give me another Blade Runner and I'll do it. Let me stare at a computer hot chick and then we can do this.
Let me see some of them AI nipples and we can talk.
Prime, are we part of the problem when we're saying AI nipples? Are we?
We are. I am 100% part of the problem.
It's like we're pushing back on AI, and both of us like AI nipples though. Kind of want that.
Them pixelated titties. What are you talking about there? Let me see what layer that's on real quick.
I feel every day is like for every like one step, I'm like, man, fuck this capitalism shit. And I was like, well, I'm part of the problem because I'm keeping this capitalism shit going. So it's like the fuck, man. It's like
what they say. Hey man, don't hate the player, hate the game, man. There's no such thing as ethical consumption under capitalism. You can be mad at me all you want, bro. I'm just playing the game, dog.
Just playing the game, man. I'm trying to survive, man. I'm trying to survive.
It is what it is.
Oh man. Hey, you know what was funny? So Michael Jai White, I love him because there is an enjoyment of seeing him talk about like certain projects that he was in, and he
Because he
actually
gives a shit. That's why, sir.
like
He cares.
he does. And I loved how he said that like he loved being on Arrow as Bronze Tiger.
He was
Like
dope as fuck as Bronze Tiger.
he enjoyed it because he felt like that was probably one of his best moments in his career easily. And I'm like, you could tell like because he was Bronze Tiger for like what 4 or 5 episodes spread
He had a
out pretty
whole
much.
whole little fucking arc. Yeah, he kept popping
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, he said he enjoyed being on it and just being part of that project and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I could tell because like you could tell watching the show, he really enjoyed doing it.
And
Which
Bronze Tiger is a dope ass character.
I'm just like, yo, James Gunn, get him as Bronze
And
Tiger in Suicide Squad. Like I would watch.
kind of makes me upset. Kind of makes me upset that they got embargo and they couldn't do that Suicide Squad show.
You know what, man? There's going to be books about how DC really kneecapped themselves on their potential. There's really going to be discussions. It's like you could have just let Berlanti just cook while y'all did y'all movies, and you would have been
Or
fine.
I'm gonna say y'all could have just y'all had the rights to all of y'all characters. Y'all could have been done the multiverse shit because that's what DC is known the fuck for.
Thank you.
The fuck, man.
I mean, like when Berlanti is doing your legwork by saying, "All right, we're in a different universe," because clearly your movies don't want it because you got lazy writers on your movie side that don't want to do it. That tells you something right there.
Well, I'm just gonna just reset. Hopefully, it's a new day. We got a fucking comic book nerd in charge now over there. So hopefully,
Hey, look, I'm digging what he's doing for this Superman Legacy movie. Because I don't know if you've read any of the articles where because people are seeing the fact that it looks like there's other heroes in the movie, and I think Gunn was talking about how like as much as you might see these other heroes in the movie is structured around Superman and how these other heroes are inspired by Superman. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
no, wait a goddamn minute, sir. I thought this was gonna be Superman Year One.
I mean, hold on, because looking at that whole like who's in the film, it's like hold
Yeah,
up,
because like was it Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific,
hold up.
Hawk Girl? Who else?
Yeah, Mr. Terrific. Yeah, Rex Mason, who is
Metamorpho.
Metamorpho, Hawk Girl, Guy Gardner. Yeah. So to me, it's like cool. I mean, I don't even know if you could say it's year one because I mean, even because some of these characters didn't they only popped up until after like Superman came out? Because I remember, okay, timeline of superheroes here. When Superman came onto the scene, Batman was already established hero at that point. Right?
No. Well, it depends on the continuity, but traditionally Superman's always the first because he's the beacon.
Okay, because I'm only going by the first two. I'm only going by the first
beacon. The beacon of the modern age, not counting like the Justice Society shit. But when Superman hits the scene, he's what awakens the new age of heroes, depending on your continuity.
Yeah, because I just remember like some of the continuity and like animated in books. It was like when Superman came onto the scene, Batman had only been Batman for like a year at that point or some shit.
Yeah, that's just classic Batman Wayne. But no, Superman is the beacon. He is what starts the new age.
But I mean, I think maybe that's probably what it is if this Superman Legacy is kind of like, okay, Superman came to the scene and that's how we get Mr. Terrific and stuff. Maybe that does line up with him being the beacon then if that's the case.
Okay, sure. But read Doomsday Clock, y'all. It's a great book.
Definitely. Definitely. Oh, that's the other thing I was reading.
Oh,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was like, go ahead.
What the fuck was the name of that? Oh my god, the guy that disguises himself in DC.
Human Target.
Human Target. Finally finished reading the Human Target books. Love it.
Okay. Is there a new one, or are you talking about some classic shit?
It was a new one that came out. It was basically like it was kind of like the last hurrah of Human Target. That's kind of the storyline. It's like he's on his last mission kind of thing. It's actually really good. Really good. Okay. It's collecting the trades. So that was something I just finished reading up on. It was that one. So yeah.
Have you read Avengers Twilight?
No. What is that about?
So it's basically Kingdom Come meets Old Man Captain America.
Get out of here.
It looks fucking amazing. I haven't read it yet, but I'm hearing nothing but good things about it.
I am looking at a picture of it, and
The art looks amazing.
I see Alex Ross art. Okay, then I may have to get this.
Yeah, and it's by good Chip Zdarsky, not bad Chip Zdarsky.
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad that you actually sat there and specified that, because you have to.
Because
sometimes
he got two modes, man.
sometimes
he be on some bullshit.
Chip can really get a little crazy.
Yeah, he gets on that bullshit real quick.
Well, and also you get Walt Simonson doing the artwork. That's
come on, man. It's a beautiful fucking thing.
Somebody, I think it was Rolliver, that mentioned something about how, like, with DC books, why do people bring up the big three to do books and stuff? And it's like, yeah, that is kind of weird how people just go to, like, what was it? It was like Simonson. No, not artists, writers. It was, they go to Bendis, and who's writing the Justice League book right now?
I don't think there's a Justice League book right now.
No, I mean the Teen Titans book. My bad.
Williams, and not Williamson, is it Taylor?
Taylor. Yeah, it was Taylor, Bendis, and somebody else. And people were like, why do you guys go to those three? There are other writers that can do these books. Like, why do we do this? And
here's the thing. They sell. That's the prize. That's the thing.
I mean, I get it. I mean, look, capitalism. You're right. But
I mean, let's be fucking for real. Let's be serious.
I get it, but it's like sometimes you just sit back like, damn, man, like, what could have been?
And it didn't have to be this way. But this is the world we built with willing hands.
Yeah, it is. But anyways, yeah, that's it for Comic Book Corner. We're in 2024. The future is bright. Hopefully, we can, the comic book industry keeps going.
Yeah, I'm feeling some hope because I'm trying to get back into reading them weekly. Like I said, I'm going to be reading Ultimate Spider.
Hey, look, I saw you when you was like, I'm going to a comic book store to get Ultimate Spider-Man. Oh my God. And I was like, Prime, there's hope. There's hope. Also, this is the year that's the 21st anniversary of Invincible. So, yeah, definitely go out to your local comic book store and get the omnibuses of Invincible and read it. It's a great book.
Yeah, so hopefully the show will come out anytime this year now.
Well, it's coming out in March 14th. So,
Oh, so they had to do their announcement for the announcement of the release date. That's stupid as shit.
Yeah, I know. But also, folks, if you want a good show, I recommend Reacher on Amazon. Great show.
Also, I recommend Doom Patrol. It just ended. Fucking fantastic ending.
Yes, Doom Patrol. That's another show we gotta talk about because dear
love
God,
that show.
I didn't
love it.
I never in my life. It just makes me more sad that they couldn't continue Swamp Thing.
Can you imagine what we would have done with Swamp Thing if it kept going, man?
The potential,
like all the shit they did with Doom Patrol and all the shit they did with Stargirl. If Swamp Thing kept going,
that first season of Swamp Thing had no business being as good as it was, and I was pissed. They took that from us, Prime. They took that from us.
Never let them forget. And then had the audacity. You see that fucking 2-second cameo? He did the audacity. You sons of bitches! How dare you?
I was like, no. I'm like, if part of me feels that if HBO Max was a thing when Swamp Thing came out, we would have gotten at least another season. I really feel we would have got another season, but because it was stuck on that DC Universe app, it was pretty much kneecap from jump. Somebody that was doing bean counting was like, hold on. How much money we spending on the show? Oh no. That's too much.
No.
No. Cut it right now.
At the kneecaps. What? But sir, immediately.
Because let me tell you something. If you tell them to do Swamp Thing on a shoestring budget, it ain't gonna be the same. I tell you that fucking much.
Hell the fuck no. Did you see that fucking costume? Hell no.
They would have found a way, like season 2 of Swamp Thing would have been him in human form. And it's like, so how did he become in human form? Well, he can just transform back into Swamp Thing when he wants to.
Hell no.
That's what it would have been.
Put the shit on CW. It would have been Swamp Thing in human form with a green wig with some green contacts in. What the fucking, what's that fucking necklace the white boys be wearing? What's that? With the little shoestring with the little fucking green crystal.
It's the same shit that they did to fucking Gotham Knights, that show. I'm like, there's nothing about this show that screams Batman.
First of all, bro, how come there's a fully fledged Azrael running around Gotham in season 2? What the fuck is going on?
Gotham and Gotham Knights is a case study of, okay, I can dig the street level Jim Gordon shit.
Hold on. Guys in Gotham Knights, I'm looking back at Gotham going, now, perhaps I judged you too harshly.
Nah, bro. I ain't even doing that for Gotham. Let me tell you something, folks. Let me tell you something about Gotham, okay? I was with Gotham the first season. We followed Jim Gordon, street level climb, the rise of Penguin, because he is a street level type character, so fine. Riddler, working for the PD, fine, right? Then the second season happened, and I'm like, oh no, you're doing Poison Ivy? Why? What? Court of Owls? Why, like you said, why is Azrael just walking around with a sword? What is going just and then I guess we got Tyrone, aka Joker, I guess. I don't fucking know. Like,
twin, but how many fucking Jokers were in that guy?
And then Bruce Wayne finally becomes Batman the last season, and I'm like,
last episode.
And I'm like, so is this Batman Earth 1 basically? Is that what this is? Like,
after they recast Catwoman, so he doesn't even get to interact with the actors he's been with the whole show. This is a fucking case study of bullshittery. But again, looking at Gotham Knights, I'm like, I didn't recognize your game there. I apologize. I wasn't familiar with you.
Look, I was doing that with a lot of stuff. It was certain things that came out that was horrible. I look back and I'm like, perhaps I treated you a bit too harshly.
Because Gotham Knights, holy fucking shit.
Whew. Boy, oh boy, man. Now I'm glad CW got out the fucking damn hero game, because they were Look, I didn't think they can do worse than fucking Naomi.
I didn't think they could do worse than fucking Batwoman. I'm like, there's no way in hell.
Gotham Knight said, hold my beer, bitch.
It's like, hold my fucking soy latte. My frappuccino.
That dude, bro, like, look, Batwoman, at least there was some excuses. This Gotham Knights, I'm like, bro, y'all had a head start on a lot of shit and no excuses.
I'm gonna say, you could have seen how you fucked up in all these places, and you went, no. We're gonna fuck up in brand new places. Boldly fuck up where we haven't fucked up before. No, it'd have been da-da-da.
Hey, you know what though? I am looking forward to the Penguin show on HBO Max. So,
hold on, you not lying. What a waste of Misha Collins. How dare you? How dare you?
Thank you, right?
Bullshit. You right, Rod. You right. How dare they waste that fantastic actor in this garbage?
Yeah, Misha Collins, man. It's like, man, they really
none but a trooper, an absolute trooper on that shit, bro.
He's a patron saint, man. He survived.
Give that man his flowers.
You know a sick part? I still haven't watched that Pennyworth show.
You know what's sick though? I watched all of it. I kind of dug that shit.
I was ready to throw it under the bus, but I heard it's actually pretty good. I heard it's actually
the dude that plays Alfred is pretty fucking base.
But Prime, I said it best. There's never been a bad Alfred.
Never been. And the show is so batshit nuts, but it's like batshit nuts in the good way. That shit
I heard the last season is even more batshit nuts.
Bro, that shit goes so off the rails, man. It's great. That show is insane, bro.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought I saw a trailer briefly. Was there a guy in some sort of steel like suit or something?
There's a dude that has atomic powers because he contained the fucking nuclear gas. Dude, that show is nuts, bro. I can't.
Is this Hellboy? That's what it looks like. It's Hellboy. Is this Hellboy? Is this Hellboy?
Bro, it takes place in the fucking fucked up fictionalized version of London where they're fighting like an ongoing street war against a fucking fascist regime. That show is insane, dog. This shit is fucking bonkers.
Alfred has to go from that to fucking helping out Bruce Wayne. I seen some shit, Bruce. You got to be Batman.
You don't understand, man. I've been to the other side. He
You know
fucking
what,
has a
though?
fucking Alfred's running a damn private military company with him and his two war buddies. This shit is wild, bro.
Maybe that explains why Alfred doesn't bat an eye at Mr. Freeze. Like, I seen crazier shit than this, dog. This ain't nothing.
No, literally, he has.
Just looking at Mr. Freeze, like, I mean, that's cool, dog. I seen crazier. It's nothing.
Like, yo, rivets in the wrong place, my nigga. Hold on. Tighten your bolts up, bitch.
You know what though? I gotta respect Pennyworth for that one. They just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna go elsewhere with this shit, and you're gonna love it." So you know what, Prime? I'm actually gonna finish watching that show. They won't watch.
That shit's crazy, bro. That shit's.
Meanwhile, I can't even fucking finish Hellstrom. Ain't that a bitch?
You know, I keep forgetting that show exists, bro, and I'm watching it. I'm like watching it right now. I keep forgetting that I'm watching it. I'm scrolling through on Hulu. I'm like, what the fuck is Hellstrom? Wait, why the fuck am I on episode 4?
That shit, Prime. That third episode is staring at me on my Hulu. Like, you gonna finish watching this? You gonna finish watching this? I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe.
They're still the conceited rapper face, like, oh no.
That means I have to actually go back and watch episode 1 to figure out what the fuck this show is about.
Hell nah, man. I'm letting that shit ride. I'm like, I'll catch up. It's all good.
All I know is I was told by Marvel TV that was the Son of Satan show, and it's like Constantine Great Value.
I'm gonna say that's Dollar General Constantine. Don't insult John like that.
I think that's probably why I didn't finish Hellstrom. I was like, I'm really pissed off. They could have really shot for the moon and just went nuts, and you guys decided to do Dollar General fucking Constantine. Why? Fucking why?
Absolute trash. Everyone involved should be ashamed of themselves.
I literally got a fucking Werewolf by Night show, and you couldn't give me a fucking proper Sons of Satan show. What the fuck, man? Some bullshit. Life ain't fair, Prime. Life ain't fair.
Not unless we make it fair. How about that?
But anyways, folks, that is it for Comic Book Corner, and we will catch you guys later. Peace out.
Auf Wiedersehen, my dudes.